It gets all... Goldie's rear shocks are shot.
Your job to do all that. I'm just a passenger. It shouldn't move. It should be tight. This is not fun.
How many people have you killed this year on the airboat tours?
We just throw them in the river and go on.
Got my ass handed to me. God dang it!
Oh, was that supposed to happen?
Yeah, roughly. All right, it's day 3.
It's gonna be fun.
So we're hanging out this morning. This beautiful white C8 on black aftermarket rims rolled by. And then the owner popped out, and it was Mike McCoy,
Yes, sir.
local business owner.
Yes, McCoy Motorsports of Pikeville, downtown Pikeville.
And you were telling me that your dad just retired and you guys did something special for him?
Yeah, we did. We've been through some really big ups and downs in our company. We had a lot of special cars, and we ended up selling them off to keep the company going. We drove to Tennessee, surprised my dad with a brand new C8 blue Corvette. Actually, we drove a white and a blue one up and told him to take his choice, and he took the blue.
Yeah. If our kids ever surprised you with the C8 Corvette,
Yeah.
we'd be happy with that. How awesome.
It was pretty cool. It was a really special moment, you know.
Jerry McCoy, if you're watching, you got a good son here. This is Samantha. Samantha, you saw all the cars lined up in front of the hotel. Which one did you pick as your favorite?
The yellow Corvette.
Good taste, young lady. This is Eric.
Hello, I am going to be your guide to the Adventures of Hillbilly Land.
Hell yeah.
So
you grew up around here?
I grew up about an hour from here, backroads of Appalachia. I've seen the need of our people. We have the best roads thanks to the coal business back in the day and also our Irish descent. We built, the roads are really copied from Ireland. Other areas don't want you because you raise a little hell. We want you. We want you to come here. We want you to support our local businesses. We want you to enjoy. But the biggest high I get is like last night I heard you was allowing children to have rides in your cars. That's creating a change in their mindset. That's growing up, there wasn't a lot of hope around here. Yeah. So you guys, when you come, you bring hope. Eastern Kentucky and the Appalachian region that we cover, Central Appalachia, we want your business. And we have the number one thing everybody else don't. We have the roads with no traffic. Download our mobile app, Backroads of Appalachia, turn-by-turn navigation over 4,000 miles. And it will work without cell phone service because we have a problem in the mountains about that.
My wife and I vacationed in central Kentucky this summer, and one thing that stood out to me, driving along, and I would say 1 out of 6 cars, people would give you a wave.
If they don't wave, you don't need to move there. That's my motto.
Today we're doing some really exciting stuff. We've got a hill climb on a closed course planned up in the mountains here. One thing that's happened over the last couple of days is I've gotten to know and trust Goldie a lot more. She's got a playful rear end, let's say that. What, is that a bad turn of phrase? The goal is that on the hill climb we can represent. That's the goal. Maybe with Nicole standing on the sidelines, just so at least one parent goes home to the kids. Yeah. Hill climb is an A to B race that's a time trial. So everybody goes up the hill and sees who can go the fastest. Now, this is the twistiest stuff we've seen in a while. Well, we've arrived at the high school, which is the checkpoint, and nobody's here. Yeah, that's what Sehan said this morning, is that we kind of stage up here, and so it's weird that nobody's here.
Real quick, State Senator Mark Maynard. He is our advocate for motorsports and rallies. State highways in the state of West Virginia, coordinated with people like Backroads of Appalachia, we can shut down stretches of roads for events and time trials.
We're excited to have you guys here. Love your selection of cars here. I'm a motorsports advocate all my life, drag racing. If it's got tires and wheels, whatever, I'm trying to help that here in the state.
The senator's going to take a ride with us in a minute.
Actually, I'm going to spend the rest of the day with you guys until you head back to Pikeville.
There's a right and wrong way to do rallies.
Absolutely.
You know, the right way is you come and you volunteer and you help out the communities, and we raise money for a school, and then we work with our state to show the impact. Then we shut down roads with permission legally, where it's all sanctioned, where everybody can have a good time. And the most important thing is we're leaving a better place than we found it. And that's what we do.
A little nicer than my high school.
And so they trained me that weekend at Commerce to do cylinder heads.
Okay.
And I did it for 5 years.
Wow.
On,
I've seen video of that stuff.
It's
It is
amazing.
insane.
Yeah, we'd make one pass with that nitro funny car, then tear the engine completely down.
Wow.
Rebuild it, put it back together, have it running in 45 minutes, go out and make another pass.
So when the senator says he's got a motorsports background, he means professional motorsports.
Hey, you guys got Audi tires? Business program.
All right, Chu's got a story for us.
When I first got my GT2, next door neighbor was like, "Can I take this car to prom?" And my wife was like, "If you make straight A's." His parents were like very reluctant. Going from a B student and throughout the rest of the year, he actually made straight A's. He kept his end of the deal. He was actually moving forward. He took the GT2 to prom and brought the car back by midnight. He held his end of the deal and actually then some. And he's
What a story.
And he's still pushing forward. So.
Hell yeah. You gonna ride in this here machine?
That's right, yeah. Look forward to
What do you know about GT3?
You know what? I hate to say, I don't know much.
Naturally aspirated flat six behind the rear axle.
Right. Old school
How much
Porsche.
500 horsepower because it's naturally aspirated. You go up to 700 if you get the turbochargers.
Wow.
Gigantic brakes.
I see that.
We'll have fun.
All right, man, thanks.
See, that's like, you don't want that.
Oh my God, look how far they are. Was that supposed to happen?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, maybe not exactly like that, but for the most part. Yeah, it's just like, it gets all,
It's not fun.
I think the shocks might be shot. And then we've got what I think is a warped rotor. So under braking, it goes
Note to self. Don't take a brand new car to you. IRL.
without fully shaking it down. Just had fun doing the run, although I'm convinced now that Goldie's rear shocks are shot. But in the upside news, this is how close I managed to get her parked to this curb. There's a gap there. I can almost get the camera lens in it. I'd say that's about 1/8 of an inch. So we're exiting the sort of hill climb part, which turned out to be a single run up and down. Nicole just said that she's working hard not to be mad right now. Nicole, why would you say that?
Well, because you bought a car a couple days before we were supposed to go on a rally and didn't test anything on it.
Yeah.
Drive it far and fast, or didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah, didn't really
with
properly
this.
shake it down
No,
or
it was your
inspect
job
it.
to do all that.
Yeah.
I'm just a passenger.
Yeah, when you're at high speed and you hit imperfections in the road, she gets loosey-goosey. But we're about to hit this bump. All the other cars didn't move an inch.
It should be sturdy. It shouldn't move. It should be tight. It's like, this is not fun.
It could be better. And the problem is, we have a 911 turbo in the garage. It would have been better suited for this, but you won't try unless you know. Wait, you won't know unless I feel like I let Goldie down. I don't think it's her fault at all. Like, you should expect to do basic maintenance on a high performance car before you take it.
Beat the hell out of it.
Yeah. I am very excited about doing upgrades, not just to like correct these issues, but to really take the car to the next level. So we're on our way to do the typical thing you expect to do when you're in West Virginia or Kentucky, airboat rides. You know, seeing the advocates for the communities out here looking for ways to bring motorist tourism and motorcyclist tourism here and making it a place that's friendly for that. It's a beautiful place with amazing roads everywhere. We haven't been on a single like, this road is boring type of road.
Hey, I got a cruiser that'll smoke it.
Now you're driving the car that I know not to race. It's a car show wherever we go. Keith, how many people have you killed this year on the airboat tours?
We just throw them in the river and go on.
So how do airboats in the mountains compare to airboats down in Florida? That's my only experience so far.
No alligators, but we have lots of rocks. You know, Florida's kind of wide open. You can go about anywhere you want.
Right.
Here, I have to follow the river.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you're dealing with something that has no brakes, no reverse. You have to get it right the first time. They're getting ready to do the reenactment of the Mate 1 massacre, which was the deadliest gun battle in America.
Blue and black Chevy.
Right over here on the railroad tracks just behind those buildings, there was 10 men killed in a gunfight. They were in the process of trying to unionize. It was 7 of the Baldwin Felts detectives, 2 miners, and the mayor of the town of Mate 1 died that day
Oh my
in
gosh.
a gun battle. You know, I have dubbed it as the birthplace of the middle class. Really, it was just another form of slavery, the script was. But the timber industry, the lumber yards, the cotton industry, all of them started using script.
Yeah.
There's a lot has happened in this little town. Mate 1, M-A-T-E-W-A-N, Mate 1.
Mate 1
It's
massacre.
also home of the Hatfield-McCoy feud. I mean,
wow. The history, it's amazing. Is this an LS?
Yeah, this is the LS6, 550 horsepower with a supercharger.
Supercharged. No, right here.
doesn't want to sit by me.
Thank you. Hey, hold on.
West Virginia's wild and wonderful, and what I always like to tell people is you haven't done wild and wonderful until you do the airboat tour. This area right here is known as the Pawpaw Tree Incident.
The Pawpaw Tree Incident?
Pawpaw Tree Incident. They brought 3 McCoy boys here and tied them to pawpaw trees and executed them. Devil Anse Hatfield was the patriarch of the Hatfields, and Randall McCoy on the McCoy side, they actually fought together in the Civil War. You know, they end up having bitter feelings afterwards, and it ended up being the worst family feud in the history of America. Yeah, they lived right here.
All of them were my favorite. One is mine, and it's
What color is it?
yellow.
Yellow?
It's in 4 days.
4 days. So you're gonna be 6?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So we're in downtown Matewan and getting some of the history and stuff, and I just met Jody and Katrina and their kids, and it turns out that Jody has a hotel.
It's a historic property in Williamson, West Virginia. It was the first crowd-funded project.
And we're talking about not like Patreon 5 years ago, we're talking about 100 years ago.
100 years ago, yeah, exactly. And back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, you had people like Conway Twitty, Eleanor Roosevelt, June Carter Cash, JFK. So we're in the middle of revitalizing it and getting ready to start plans to renovate it.
So much history, it's unbelievable, and we're already making plans to come back. And so we're gonna hit up Jody and Katrina.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna check out their hotel next time. So nice to meet you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna be 6 years old. That's when my birthday. 4 days.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I think we're proceeding to kind of the final event of the rally, right? The drag strip.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about today so far?
I feel like it's the best day so far.
Ugh. You're bumpy, I don't like. Oh, Jesus.
Was anyone else sliding up, coming up that entrance?
If you weren't sliding, you weren't trying.
Exactly.
So we're doing 8th mile dirt track circle racing. Is that what this is?
So, I got my money on the NSX.
So I just ran into Chase and PJ and Veronica. They're locals up here.
Yeah. Yep.
And let's see, Chase, Daly's the SRT4 over there, if you can see. That looks like a bigger than stock intercooler. True or false?
It is.
All right. How much power are you making?
I've never had a dyno, but if I would guess, we use like 300 of the wheels. Yeah, about that.
And PJ has a CTSV, which also, you say a cam?
Yeah, cam
pulley?
long tubes, just bolt-ons pulley, 617 of the wheels.
Veronica?
CTSV.
Yeah,
Right
that's actually pretty much her car. I have
Cool.
C5, C6. Those are pretty much my cars. She took over the CTSV when I got it.
So what I'm hearing is that Twin Branch is just opening up. What's the start date?
22nd.
The 22nd
Yep.
of this month. So we're getting kind of a sneak preview. It is beautiful out here. So I guess I'm gonna go offline here and see if these guys can give me some tips about quarter mile racing, because I have never done it before, and yeah, as you guys know, I just bought this car last week. So what do you think? Should I like light them up to
Clean them off, sure.
Okay. Yeah, there's dirt on them.
We got that too.
Bone stock right now. I just bought it last week. I'm gonna wait to do power adders till the very end. Do everything else first. It's gonna be a road course car.
Yeah, we work on them all the time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Kentucky Speed.
Oh cool.
We got a speed shop. That's all we work on. It's Vets, Camaros, Trans Ams, CTSVs.
Pretty popular up here, I imagine. Yeah. Just met Cheyenne Newsom. What's the name of your speed shop?
It's Bobby Akers, Kentucky Speed.
Right on. So if I need 1,000 horsepower,
Where you want to go?
and you recommend fix the heads, like that's a
All
serious.
hands down, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, heads is number one thing.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yeah, that was my first drag race. I don't know what time I did. It probably wasn't very good, but it was fun. All right, what's the feedback, boys? What do I need to do differently? How did it look? I have no idea.
Crazy.
Yeah, so
Try leaving traction control on.
yeah,
Just try that and see what it does for
Okay.
you. I always unplugged mine and had slicks. So.
right. No slicks. All right, I'm up against a fellow rear-wheel drive car now, stick shift. I think I got a shot.
Are you slipping the clutch?
No, I was just spinning the tires into second. I think too much throttle.
Slipping a little bit.
Was it?
Slipping.
Slip the clutch. Okay.
Don't slip the clutch. You got a long ride home.
No, slipping.
I'm ready.
Come on.
That was better. He still got me. I think my reaction time was bad. It's fun. I mean, the car's so easy to drive.
Oh yeah, they shift like.
You're going down, Shu. I don't care about your 800 horsepower all-wheel drive hybrid bullshit. That was fun.
Oh, you just slammed it on one time.
Got my ass handed to me. God dang it. Thing sounds really good. The traction control like totally cut me off in first gear. Of American muscle, baby. Hey, good morning. It is Sunday morning. Bittersweet because the rally's almost over. It has been so much fun meeting the people, both the people on the rally and the local people we've run into. Taking a car on a 1,000-mile rally it turned out to be a really interesting way to get to know her, and I think I understand the car a lot better now, and so I'm excited to start modding it.
Having my father out here with me.
Maria, you rode with Sehan quite a bit. Experiences like that remind you how good it is to be alive.
Right. It brought me closer to God because I was praying more and more. Yeah.
I just really enjoy the Blue Ridge Parkway. I would make a rally just out of that. Just hanging out with everybody. It's awesome.
Someone to drive him was good. Tunnel was fun. Drag strip was fun. The last drive Daniel and I had was really fun. But I have to say, last night, yeah, everybody hanging out, having fun, just being themselves. I think, yeah, that was a good time. I think we take things for granted. We drive by these type of places all the time. We just don't realize every place has a story. It's just, you just have to find out, I think.